Hi everybody, this is Dr. Rob DeMartino coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. Wanted to take some time to make this video so you can understand how to do the heavy metal urinalysis testing for your patients as an additional service, but a way to get a lot of information about what's going on with their health and what can potentially be going wrong with your health. First things first, always best to get some latex gloves, obviously, when you're dealing with urine specimens. For our purposes today, we're not using actual live specimens, but I wanted to make sure we bring this up. This is a really simple process. First thing you do, you're going to get your test tube and you're going to get a piece of paper called a test strip out of this little container. You take one of the papers and you drop it right in here. Then you take your Testol solution and you fill it up to the 1 milliliter line on the test tube. When it matches up, when the Testol gets with the test paper, the solution, you shake it up. So you're going to cap it, you shake it up for about 20 seconds, very gently. The solution on the bottom will start to turn a greenish aqua color. Okay. Now you've got the active chemicals and ingredients ready to start adding the urine in. So what you do, you take your pipette, you dip it in. Now you've got your sample cups that come along with your kit as well. This one's filled up with water, but in our purposes for next time it'll be filled up with urine. You take your pipette, you pipette out water, and you pipette out the urine. This is water. You pipette out the urine, and you fill it up to where now the urine meets the 2 milliliter line. So now you've got a milliliter of Testol and a milliliter of urine to equal 2. Make sure the cap's on nice and tight, and you shake it up good for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then you let it sit for 1 minute. Once you do that, you put your test strip in here, and you're going to look to see what color it matches up with. If it's a greenish color or a grayish color, they have no heavy metal toxicity. If it's a different color, any one that you see along the line, so you see you have copper, zinc, cadmium, lead, mercury, and nickel. Depending what the color is, now the color is going to break up into 2 parts. You want to look at the top color. If it's one of these colors, your test is done. That person has a high concentration of heavy metals in their system, and their detoxification capabilities are very low. Now if it stays green or gray, you're going to test again. So you're going to take another milliliter of urine with your pipette, put it into the test tube, and now you're going to go up to milliliter, you're going to go up to the level 3 marker. Okay? Close it up, shake it up real well, 15-20 seconds, let it sit for another minute, look at the colors again. If it's gray or green, they still have no heavy metal toxicity. If it's another color here, pick out what color it is, mark it down. Again, you're done with the test. Now what that means is their detox capabilities are still pretty low, but they don't have quite as high of a concentration because you needed more urine to get any kind of response whatsoever. Now if it still tests clean, you're going to test again, and you're going to take it up to level 4. So you're going to pipette 1 more milliliter of urine in. Same concept. Shake, 15-20 seconds, let it sit for a minute, match it up with the colors. If they have heavy metal toxicity, it's going to show up in one of these colors, and if it does, now what that means is they have a relatively moderate amount of metal in their system, and their detox capabilities are kind of right on the medium level. However, if it's still green or gray, you test one more time, pipette it in up to 5, shake it up, put it in, do the same process all over again. If you get to 4 milliliters of urine piped in and 1 milliliter of Testol, so 5 overall, and the person has a green or a grayish color to it, they don't have heavy metal toxicity in their system, and it's not something that you have to deal with that person, and your test is done by that point. As soon as you get a color change, your test is done. Depending upon what level it is depending upon how bad their readings are, how much metal toxicity they have, and how badly their detoxification systems are wearing out on them. This is a very easy process to do. It's very efficient, but it gives you a tremendous amount of insight on how to help your patients. Hope this helps.